Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm doing something a little bit different today. Normally, I know I post a lot of game clips, cosplay clips, all sorts of different stuff. I'm doing something a little bit different. Today, we are specifically going to be talking lightsabers. I recently got to these two new lightsabers I'm really interested in talking to you guys about because they both have a lot of great features, and for anyone that's trying to find a new saber, it can definitely be a very tedious and long procedure. So let's go ahead and get into it. So first things first, I did a lot of research with this stuff. One of the sabers, the first one I got was one from Sabneo. Sabneo saber is a great starter saber, and we'll get into that in a second. I found out about them through And Cosplay, or Ash, as you know, we're on TikTok. She showed them off. I talked to her a little bit about it and said really great things about it. But again, we'll get to that in a second. The other one is from Rebel Sabers, and I got that one from Star Wars IRL. I followed him and watched his channel. He had two different videos. One was the best saber companies per him, and one was by the viewers. You can check out the link for that video up in the corner. And that's going to give you at least like 11 or 20 different companies to choose from. And it was very helpful. So that's a great starter for this. Now, for the Sabneo Saber, I first heard about this through Ann Cosplay, who I'm sure a lot of you guys probably already know from TikTok. If you don't already, follow her. She has a lot of great content. But I talked to her after I first saw her using the Sabneo blade, and I immediately was hooked. With Sabneo is a great starter lightsaber to start with. It was very affordable. It has a lot of the really great features in there. It has like the swing activation, the noise effects, 12 different like colors choices. It's a really great saber. Sabneo's website is also very easy to navigate. It's pretty self-explanatory. They don't really have a large selection of lightsabers, but that's not really the selling point. It's a wonderful saber, and like I said, they have several different color options, black, silver, gold, red, blue. Obviously, their price has gone up a little bit since I last got it. It's still a great price, though, especially on a quality saber like this one. Anything that you can find that's combat ready is going to be a really great deal if you can get it this low. If anything, I would recommend maybe going to Ann Cosplay's link tree at her TikTok. Now, this is not a NeoPixel blade or anything like that. It is a hollow blade, but this is still combat ready. This is meant for sparring. It can withstand a lot of hits, and it's very sturdy. So they have a couple different color options, but I chose the black one. Right now it is in standby mode. There's a couple different ways to obviously go through these, and they have a lot of features. Now, it does not come with the cover tech wheel that you see on here right now. This I actually ordered from Rebel Sabers, and I'll get more into that as well later. But one of the great features, like I said, is just it's a great first saber. It's very light. It's very great for trying out your first like tricks and swings and getting used to a saber. And if you're not sure if this is something that you want to start getting into, it's not very costly either. So it was a great intro into sabers. And I said the sound's great, the light's great. Obviously, if you're outside, it's not going to be as bright as a NeoPixel or a Xenopixel. It is hollow tubing. There's no LED lights that go up the course of it, but it also has clash, movement style. You can hear it moving around. Like I said, it's very lightweight. There's a couple different features to it. So it has the blaster. It's going to have the static on there, similar to the static drag. Color wheel, and there's two different ways. They have one that you can actually choose through the colors yourself just by pushing the button, and then there's the other one, and it will actually flow through the colors naturally. And I think there's about 12 colors all in all. But like I said, it's a great first saber, and there's different sound fonts in it. Now on to Rebel Sabers. Rebel Sabers has a lot of wonderful options. Their website is very easy to navigate. They have the Initiate series, Apprentice, Knight, Master. It kind of gives you an idea of the things that, the options that you have. Now, my particular lightsaber came from Sabers Ready to Ship, or RTS. They have a lot of really great options in here, a wide variety. I definitely enjoyed looking through all these. I love this thing. I love this thing so much. This was a bit on the pricier side, but like I said, after about a month and a half of research, I finally decided to go with Rebel Sabers. Now, I do not have a partnership with them. I don't have anything like that. This is all my own personal opinion on these sabers. But one of the first things I noticed when I got it, this saber itself is a Xenopixel blade. So it's not a hollow blade. It has LED lights that go all the way up the blade itself that allows for a lot smoother, brighter transition, as well as a lot of more unique features, which is just fantastic. Uh, but one of the first things I noticed that the blade, it definitely is a bit heavier, especially with the blade itself. But the handle is a little bit heavier, definitely like sturdier metal. So you only need one of these retention screws in it in order to hold it in place. And it lights up very smoothly. I'll show you an example right now. It's a very smooth one go. Even when you power it down, it's just, I love it. It's so fluid. This one is a lot more like in-depth color wheel. So you'll hold the button down for 2 times and it will actually cycle through all of the colors individually. So it gives you a lot more intricate pick of what type of light color you want. But it can take a minute to get back through where you want to get to. Let's skip that part. Okay, now that we've got it back on orange, which is my go-to color, I absolutely love orange. So again, this one has the motion swing to it. It sounds great. It has the contact, and it actually changes in locations on this one as well. Instead of just one fluid, it has the blaster deflect. But there's also a lot of other really cool options on this. Some of the things that, like, it's just, there's so much to go through, but I can definitely share some of the more unique talking points. So there's 5 different, I think 5, 6, there's several different. So there's the rainbow blade. Now you guys have seen this in my TikTok and probably some of my other videos, but I love this. It's so pretty. This is not an extra feature I asked for either. So this comes with the Xenopixel blade. Now, like I said, this lightsaber itself was closer to $280. I did get this lightsaber in about 3 to 4 weeks. It really varies because the blade type I got, the handle, was a RTS, which is a ready to ship. So these ones usually have a shipping time of about like 1 to 2 weeks for prep time. And then it has an additional like 5 to 10 days for delivery. But this does come from Hong Kong. So the delivery time on this was phenomenal. And even the response time, if anything, I had with customer service was spot on as well. They were great. They also have a candy blade style, which is similar to the rainbow, but I mean, it's hard to really tell because like my camera only picks up so much, but it's because there's so many colors going through. This is a candy style blade. It's amazing. Now, on top of that, there's also several different ignition types as well for the blade. As you saw, the standard one is just the natural light up that goes up. And there's a couple others, some of which I'm not like that big of a fan of. But one of the bigger ones is they have a broken ignition, which is just awesome. You can't go wrong with that. And then they have a couple others that are very unique. A lot of these are changed just by pushing a button, holding it for a little bit while it's in standby mode. This one is stack ignition. Very cool. And like I said, there's so many features on this. I could go on and on and on and on. But it also has an amazing soundboard as well. I want to say that there's at least 20 different sound types with this blade. And they range all over. There's one for Cal Kestis. There's one for Darth Maul. There's one for Darth Vader, the Emperor. They have them for Leia. They have one for Sailor Moon. I mean, they have one for Sailor Moon. And if you don't believe me, you can't make this up. It's just, like I said, soundboard, it changes everything from the actual sound of the blade, the motion, the flicker, even hitting. This one has a moan to it. If I can get it. There it was. It's unbelievable. Now, all that aside, another great feature about this is a lot of it is gesture control. So if you have the handle facing down and you turn it, you can easily change the sound fonts a lot faster. You can cycle through them; it's a lot quicker. You can also turn your blade on a lot faster with just a simple gesture. A lot of these, you swing, you stab, but you can even just be standing there and just simple twist. Soundboard on this, you can play music on it. Twist it the other direction, and plays music. And this is from Cal Kestis as well. So this is from Jedi Fallen Order. And it's really cool the amount of stuff that comes with this blade. Yeah, I could go on for an hour about all the great things, but you're not going to watch a video for an hour. So we're not going to do that. At the end of the day, I mean, this has been a really great experience for me. I've really enjoyed trying this stuff out. I've gotten a lot more into the Star Wars fandom over the last couple months. Like I said, I was very careful about picking which lightsabers to go with because a lot of this stuff is an investment. There's a lot of other companies out there, and I'm not going to go through the list of all the companies and like their pros and cons and anything like that. If you guys want to hear that, I could definitely let you guys know in another video to save you a little bit of time from having to do the research yourself. But like I said, if you're gonna go with the first saber and you really want to be careful and make sure you're not just splurging and you want to be like kind of get into it and you want to be able to better understand the fandom, Sabneo is the way to go. I absolutely love Sabneo. I would recommend them hands down to anybody. Um, and it's a great price. It's absolutely wonderful. If you are looking for a more permanent saber, definitely check out Rebel Sabers. They have a huge variety on their website, and they're all affordable. Some are very affordable, and others can be quite a bit more pricey. It really depends on the amount of authenticity and material and durability, everything that you want for it. I would definitely recommend the Xenopixel blade. As I said, as you saw, that the Xenopixel has such huge variety of options that comes with it. And it's not too overly priced. Like I said, mine was 280. I spent an extra 15, I want to say 25 for the actual Covert Tech wheel. And what that is it's a separate wheel on there that allows you to actually clip it to a belt hook that comes with as well. This saber did come with the Covert Tech wheel already. The Sabneo one did not. It's not that huge of a cancellation selling point because you can easily order them very cheap elsewhere. Like I said, it was like 15 bucks. It fit on there perfectly. You just screw off the top, you put the wheel on, screw it on, and it fits onto the belt clip perfectly. Um, if I have repeated a couple of these things, I do apologize, guys. This is my first actual real live YouTube video, and I want to thank you for taking the time to watch it through. Hopefully, the information I've given you has been really helpful, and I hope to see you guys in the future for a lot of my other videos. You guys have a great weekend, and thank you for tuning in. I'll catch you next time.